never tell you in library school that weeding out books can be pretty controversial. You know, weeding books is something you just have to do because otherwise you would be in a museum. But a lot of people just see you as throwing away books. Hey guys, it's Julia from Q&A The Librarian Way, back with another Library Shorts video. And if you check out my blog, Sunbeam Yellow, you'll probably figure out about me that other than being a librarian and a hardcore reader, I love decorating my home and I'm very much into crafting and DIY decorating. So of course, my love of books has translated into different decorations in my home. So I wanted to show some of those to you because I think that there can be a really creative and cute way of showing off what you love in your home without taking it too far. I mean, I don't have a sign in my house that says so many books, so little time. But I think you can tell through some of the decorations that I love to read or that I love books. And one simple way that I have done that is just by having some old books that were weeded out of my library laying in different ways in my house. And these are some of my favorites actually. You can tell just by looking at them that they're older books. They still have the call number on the side, but you can just tell that, you know, they're books that needed to get weeded out of a current library collection. But these are just really cool to have sitting around the house. These particular books that sit on my fireplace mantle, they just make great conversation pieces. I have some that sit vertically, some that sit horizontally. It's just kind of a neat way of piling some books around your house. A couple of my favorites here. This one is by far my favorite. I found this in my library. It's called Gentle Julia, so of course I really love it. And this was published in 1922, and my birthday is on the 22nd of June, so the number 22 is kind of special to me. So this was just a treat to find all around. Still has the barcode on the back and everything. I also found a book called My Luke and I, which was written by Mrs. Lou Gehrig, and my husband's name is Luke. So that was just a really sweet book, a sweet title to find as well. And then I actually found this at a yard sale. It was actually my parents' yard sale. This book is called Three Friends, and right now there's 3 people living in my house, me, my husband, and my son. So again, I just really liked the title of that book. So just placing some books around your house, which you can find at library sales or yard sales, antique stores, is just kind of a cute way of incorporating books into your house. But getting on to more the craftier side of things, there were quite a few paperback books in my library that were just going to get recycled or weeded out. So I grabbed them, and yes, I tore off the covers. Please don't leave any hate mail down below. But these books, honestly, were in some pretty poor conditions, and so they were just going to go into their recycling bin. So I picked the covers that I loved the most and took them off and then placed them inside this frame. And so this hangs inside our house in our foyer, and it's just kind of a cool way of showing off some fun covers. And just showing off that I like to read. I am a huge Agatha Christie fan, and I found some really great Agatha Christie covers. Like this one right here has a teacup with like a person's face inside of it, like the reflection of someone's scared face. So just some really neat covers, unique covers that you just don't see anymore. So again, another just really cute way of showing that I love to read. Now, the last 2 things that I'm going to show you definitely demonstrate that I am a huge Chronicles of Narnia fan. If I could only read one series of books for the rest of my life, it would be the Chronicles of Narnia. My dad actually had a map that I think was drawn by, I want to say her name is Pauline Baines, I can't remember exactly, but she drew this for the Chronicles of Narnia, one of the original publications, and it is a map of Narnia and some of the surrounding areas, and you can actually find this on eBay and Amazon for quite a bit of money. So my dad was so gracious enough to let me have it, and so I framed it and we hang it in our hallway. It's just not something that I wanted to end up in an attic or a closet, and again, it shows how much I love my Narnia. And last thing I want to show you, if you don't have access to some of these things, but you want to show that you're a Harry Potter fan or a Divergent fan, or in my case, a Narnia fan, I found this image on Pinterest. And it is simply a sign that says Visit Beautiful Narnia, but it looks like one of those travel posters that you would find for like Colorado or Michigan or whatever. But I loved it, so I printed it out and just glued it onto some cardboard, and this sits on my fireplace mantle too as just kind of a neat little travel sign, because in my mind someday I will visit beautiful Narnia and I will live there and I will love it, and I will get to touch Aslan. So there you go. Those are just some fun ways that I incorporate books into my home. If you want to see other decorating ideas that I have, you can check out my blog at Sunbeam Yellow. And we will see you next week back at Q&A The Librarian Way to show you our annual Teen Film Festival. Bye.